Hello, psychikers! Welcome to another video. I hope you will find it helpful and interesting. We are going to discuss what MBTI is and what their signs are. So let's start our video. Personality composing is an arrangement of classifying individuals as per their tendencies to think and act specific ways. Personality type attempts to locate the broadest, most significant manners by which individuals are unique and make sense of these distinctions by arranging individuals into an important group. The most mainstream and well-known arrangement of personality type was created by Isabel Briggs Myers and her mom, Catherine Briggs, in the 1960s. Myers and Briggs based on the personality speculations of Swiss therapist Dr. Carl Jung, as illustrated in his book, Psychological Types, and created one of the most famous personality appraisals in the world, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, or MBTI. What does MBTI stand for? Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. The basics of Myers-Briggs' personality theory. The Myers-Briggs framework depicts an individual's character through 4 restricting character capacities, differently known as divisions, inclinations, or scales. The initial 3 inclinations depend on the works of Jung. Catherine Cook Briggs added the last inclination, judging as opposed to perceiving, in light of her perceptions. Extroversion versus introversion. How would you gain energy? Extroverts like to be with others and increase energy from individuals and the climate. Introverts gain energy from alone time and need times of calm reflection throughout the day. Seeing versus intuition. How would you gather data? Sensors assemble realities from their nearby environment and depend on the things they can see, feel, and hear. Intuitive take a gander at the general setting and consider examples, which means, and associations. Thinking versus feeling. How would you decide? Masterminds search for the sensibly right arrangement, though feelers settle on choices dependent on their feelings, values, and the requirements of others. Judging versus perceiving. How would you put together your current circumstance? Judgers lean toward structure and like things to be directed, though perceivers like things to be open and adaptable and are hesitant to submit themselves. Myers and Briggs outlined 16 personality types based on the 4 personality preferences. Each personality type is designated with a 4-letter code, with each letter signifying one of the personality preferences. Number 1, ENTJ, a commander. A commander, ENTJ, is somebody with the extroverted, intuitive, thinking, judging. They are conclusive individuals who love energy and achievement. They accumulate data to build their innovative dreams, however infrequently waver for some time before following upon them. They are strategic leaders, motivated to organize change. How rare is the ENTJ personality type? ENTJs make up 2% of the general population, 3% of men, 1% of women. Famous ENTJs. Famous ENTJs include Margaret Thatcher, Napoleon Bonaparte, Carl Sagan, General Norman Schwarzkopf, David Letterman, Douglas MacArthur, Harrison Ford, and Quentin Tarantino. Number 2, INTJ, the mastermind. What does INTJ stand for? It stands for introverted, intuitive, thinking, judging. INTJs are investigative issue solvers, anxious to improve frameworks and cycles with their creative thoughts. They have the ability for seeing development opportunities, regardless of whether at work, at home, or in themselves. Regularly learned, INTJs appreciate coherent thinking and complex critical thinking. They approach life by examining the hypotheses behind what they see and are regularly centered internally, on their insightful investigation of their general surroundings. How rare is the INTJ personality type? INTJ is the third rarest type in the population and the rarest type among women with the ENTJ. INTJs make up 2% of the general population, 3% of men, 1% of women. Famous INTJs. Famous INTJs include Hillary Clinton, Al Gore, Bill Gates, Dwight Eisenhower, Alan Greenspan, Ulysses S. Grant, Stephen Hawking, Ayn Rand, Isaac Asimov, Lewis Carroll, Cormac McCarthy, and Sir Isaac Newton. Number 3, INTP. What does INTP stand for? It stands for introverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving. INTPs are philosophical innovators, fascinated by logical analysis, systems, and design. They are preoccupied with theory and search for the universal law behind everything they see. They want to understand the unifying themes of life in all their complexity. How rare is the INTP personality type? INTP is one of the less common types in the population, especially for women. Among women, INTP is the fourth rarest type, after INTJ, ENTJ, and INFJ. INTPs make up 3% of the population, 5% of men, 2% of women. Famous INTPs. Famous INTPs include Albert Einstein, Thomas Jefferson, René Descartes, Charles Darwin, Marie Curie, Socrates, and Abraham Lincoln. Number 4, ENTP, the visionary. It stands for extroverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving. ENTPs are inspired by innovators, motivated to find new solutions to intellectually challenging problems. They are curious and clever and seek to comprehend the people, systems, and principles that surround them. Open-minded and unconventional, visionaries want to analyze, understand, and influence other people. ENTPs enjoy playing with ideas and especially like to banter with others. How rare is the ENTP personality type? ENTP is one of the rarer types in the population. ENTPs make up 3% of the population, 4% of men, 2% of women. Famous ENTPs. Famous ENTPs include Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin, Richard Feynman, Leonardo da Vinci, Niccolo Machiavelli, John Stuart Mill, Jon Stewart, Weird Al Yankovic, and Conan O'Brien. Number 5, INFJ. INFJ is an acronym for the personality traits of introversion, intuition, feeling, and judging. INFJs are creative nurturers with a strong sense of personal integrity and a drive to help others realize their potential. Creative and dedicated, they have a talent for helping others with original solutions to their challenges. How rare is the INFJ personality type? INFJs make up 2% of the population, 2% of women, 1% of men. Famous INFJs include Mohandas Gandhi, Eleanor Roosevelt, Emily Bronte, Carl Jung, Fyodor Dostoevsky, Florence Nightingale, Shirley MacLaine, Jimmy Carter, and Edward Snowden. Number 6, INFP. What does INFP stand for? It stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving. INFPs are imaginative idealists, guided by their core values and beliefs. To a healer, possibilities are paramount. The realism of the moment is only a passing concern. They see the potential for a better future and pursue truth and meaning with their flair. How rare is the INFP personality type? INFP is the 9th most common type in the population. They make up 4% of the general population, 5% of women, 4% of men. Famous INFPs. Famous INFPs include Princess Diana, Audrey Hepburn, Fred Rogers, John Lennon, Kurt Cobain, Tori Amos, Morrissey, William Shakespeare, Bill Watterson, Helen Keller, Carl Rogers, and Isabel Briggs Myers, creator of the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Number 7, ENFJ. Protagonist. It stands for extroverted, intuitive, feeling, judging. ENFJs are idealist organizers driven to implement their vision of what is best for humanity. They often act as catalysts for human growth because of their ability to see potential in other people and their charisma in persuading others to their ideas. They are focused on values and vision and are passionate about the possibilities for people. Number 8, ENFP, campaigner. It stands for extroverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving. ENFPs are people-centered creators with a focus on possibilities and contagious enthusiasm for new ideas, people, and activities. Energetic, warm, and passionate, ENFPs love to help other people explore their creative potential. ENFPs are typically agile and expressive communicators, using their wit, humor, and mastery of language to create engaging stories. Number 9, ISTJ, the inspector. It stands for introverted, sensing, thinking, judging. ISTJs are responsible organizers, driven to create and enforce order within systems and institutions. They are neat and orderly, inside and out, and tend to have a procedure for everything they do. Reliable and dutiful, ISTJs want to uphold tradition and follow regulations. ISTJs are steady, productive contributors. Although they are introverted, ISTJs are rarely isolated. Number 10, ISFJ, the protector. It stands for introverted, sensing, feeling, judging. ISFJs are industrious caretakers, loyal to traditions and organizations. They are practical, compassionate, and caring, and are motivated to provide for others and protect them from the perils of life. ISFJs are conventional and grounded, and enjoy contributing to established structures of society. They are steady and committed workers with a deep sense of responsibility to others. Number 11, ESTJ, the supervisor. It stands for extroverted, sensing, thinking, judging. ESTJs are hardworking traditionalists eager to take charge of organizing projects and people. Orderly, rule-abiding, and conscientious, ESTJs like to get things done and tend to go about projects in a systematic, methodical way. ESTJs are the consummate organizers and want to bring structure to their surroundings. They value predictability and prefer things to proceed in a logical order. Number 12, ESFJ, the provider. It stands for extroverted, sensing, feeling, judging. ESFJs are conscientious helpers, sensitive to the needs of others, and energetically dedicated to their responsibilities. They are highly attuned to their emotional environment and attentive to both the feelings of others and the perception others have of them. ESFJs like a sense of harmony and cooperation around them and are eager to please and provide. Number 13, ISTP, the craftsman. It stands for introverted, sensing, thinking, perceiving. ISTPs are observant artisans with an understanding of mechanics and an interest in troubleshooting. They approach their environments with a flexible logic, looking for practical solutions to the problems at hand. They are independent and adaptable and typically interact with the world around them in a self-directed, spontaneous manner. Number 14, ISFP, the composer. It stands for introverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving. ISFPs are gentle caretakers who live in the present moment and enjoy their surroundings with cheerful, low-key enthusiasm. They are flexible and spontaneous and like to go with the flow to enjoy what life has to offer. ISFPs are quiet and unassuming and may be hard to get to know. However, to those who know them well, the ISFP is warm and friendly, eager to share in life's many experiences. Number 15, ESTP, the dynamo. It stands for extroverted, sensing, thinking, perceiving. ESTPs are energetic thrill seekers who are at their best when putting out fires, whether literal or metaphorical. They bring a sense of dynamic energy to their interactions with others and the world around them. They assess situations quickly and move adeptly to respond to immediate problems with practical solutions. Active and playful, ESTPs are often the life of the party and have a good sense of humor. Number 16, ESFP. It stands for extroverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving. ESFPs are vivacious entertainers who charm and engage those around them. They are spontaneous, energetic, and fun-loving, and take pleasure in the things around them: food, clothes, nature, animals, and especially people. That's all for today, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below and tell us what you do to improve your critical thinking.